Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest, the Haunted One, with Willow. Both of our Willows, our alive Willow and our spirit Willow. After the events that took place with the cougar, our Willow here is afraid of being close to the den again as she sleeps. Because if Spirit Willow is at the den when a cougar attacks, how can she expect that spirit to protect her family? She still doesn't know exactly what the spirit wants. She has some ideas of this Willow only by the word of her uncle, Mikhail. Because after all, Spirit Willow is the daughter of Aspen, who this Willow never met, hasn't heard very much of, and never really knew of the little Willow that passed so many years ago. And so she is going to sleep, and as she does, we're going to roll to see who is in control today. So I'm actually really surprised. I rolled a 4 again. I'm wondering if this die is weighted possibly. I'm gonna have to roll it. If you ever want to check your dice to see if they are weighted, you can actually put them in a glass of water. But another way to do it is to write down and see how many times you get the same number. I've gotten 4 on this dice quite a bit. However, I use this dice to roll for difficulty, and I've also gotten some 1s for easy lately. And speaking of which, I did change dice to roll for difficulty just in case, and I rolled a 1 for that. So we are still with Alive Willow today, and we are going to play on easy. I have no idea why this Willow has gotten so much luck lately with being in control and being blessed by the goddesses, but she has. Perhaps Eartha is showing her great mercy, knowing that these pups need their mother and not a pup to raise them. And so now she's awake to a beautiful day. The clouds are coming in with the promise of rain, possibly, but Willow is excited that she is back in control and she wants to go check on her pups. She's hungry and she knows the pups will be hungry. She still has a duty as a mother, and she's just happy that she's been granted that duty, and that Spirit Willow is resting inside of her peacefully and isn't bothering her ability to be a mom, a mate, and a wolf of Lost River. Oh, the fogs just came in. Wow, that was really pretty. I love the Lost River map. I feel like we don't get fogs like this in Slough Creek, or at least I don't see it very often, but wow, isn't that beautiful? It reminds me of a scene specifically in Epic Yellowstone where they happened to catch a scene of, I think it was the Molly's pack, possibly. Oh no, it might have been the Wapiti pack. I'll have to go back and watch. But they were walking through the fog, and it was an eerie and yet just such a beautiful scene they captured. I highly suggest watching Epic Yellowstone. It was so good. Hello, little ones. Oh my goodness. Look at you. I do think that we are in need, desperate need of a weight check. Look, these pups just love Willow so much. I think that Willow herself is such a loving mother. And then not just that, but they have Amor, and Amor is such a loving mate. They're being raised by some of the most loving adults I think I've ever seen. Even like Sundance, she was so loving and is comparable to Amor. But Willow also has that love for her pups so much. Just that special connection. I mean, I don't even see them straying too far. They just want to be with her at all times. Let's do a weight check and then we'll have to focus on some food for them. So we have Fang, our little female. She is 8.2 pounds, so these are still little babies. We still just started. Ambrose is 7.1. Barrow is 8.2. Moon is 7.7. And Kylo is 7.1. But Fang is our big girl. We have very big girls in this line, which is so surprising when you think about Kiba for lore purposes, is a Siberian Husky. And if you've ever seen a Husky in comparison to a wolf, it is a stark difference in size. Huskies are really small. They're honestly missized all the time. So many people think Huskies are bigger than they are, and they're confusing them for Malamutes, which are pretty big, and wolves in general. But Huskies are considered a medium dog. They're not even considered a large dog, so they're quite small, and yet we've got all these really large females. Now with affinity high, I think our two are gonna go out and look for food, see if a carcass remains, or do some more hunting. Fortunately for our couple, there's still plenty of food on this cow elk, and there were no predators in sight. No coyotes, no dogs, no bears, and no cougars. Another small blessing. That is leaving Willow wondering if somebody is looking out for her as the snows fall and chill her bones a little bit, but the fresh meat in her stomach warms her up. Getting to see Amor enjoy a meal with her, she's in true bliss right now. And so it's time to go back to the pups, feed them, and then to sleep again. She doesn't like sleeping away from the den. In fact, she hates it. She can't cuddle up next to her pups and feel their warmth like she used to when they were really, really young in the den. But now she just feels as though it's too dangerous. Hello, pups! Again! This time I bring food and not just love. Oh, I'm so happy to see how loving these pups are. I genuinely think not only is this one of the most loving mates we've ever had, as well as a loving wolf that we've played, but also I think this is the most loving litter of pups I've ever seen. Let's give them a look. So there's little Fang, kind of exploring a little bit, daring to go past the borders of the den, adventuring into the grasses, wondering if she can be as explorative as Mom. And then we have Ambrose, who's hanging out with Dad, asking for more food. The boys are hungry today. And then there's Barrow, who's also eating, just topping himself off where his belly is nice and round. Moon is doing the same. They gotta keep up with their sister after all. Their sister's outweighing them by quite a bit. She is a big girl. Moon is gonna look just like Amor. I just know it. And then we have little Kylo, who's watching Fang roll around, hoping to play with a bone maybe. Checking on Mom, but never straying too far. It looks like Kylo likes to stay pretty close to Mom. Oh, look at you! It's like, Mom. Hi, Mom. Little Kylo. Oh my goodness. Well, now Willow must leave, so she can sleep on her own just in case she's interrupted in her control. I just got the notification that Ambrose has fallen ill. Willow left before it happened, so she hasn't noticed yet. Amor likely has, but Willow doesn't know, and now she must sleep. And while she sleeps, I'll roll to see if she maintains control. So I rolled a 44. She will maintain control, fortunately, but she's feeling Spirit Willow kind of scratching at her mind a little bit. She's starting to come back from her fear of the pain that she felt when Willow was about to give birth, and now she's itching to get back out there. It wasn't enough for our alive Willow to lose control. However, Amor is calling to Willow, telling her that something is wrong, and so she's on her way back. Duh, Kylo with the pyrite! So she's here. She's gonna snack on this hare that she caught close to the den, and she's gonna check on Ambrose. He seems a little dazed, but not without good spirit. He's warm to the touch, and so Willow's gonna give him some extra attention today. She remembers her father taking out her 6 siblings to take territory and have adventures together. And she's wondering if she too should do that. She's a little frightened, always concerned that she may lose control, but she wants to give Ambrose a chance. And so she will do as her father has taught her, as her mother has taught her, and take Ambrose, for a wash and maybe some fresh meat. So I know we're playing on easy and you can't actually lose any pups on easy. However, even though I know that as a player, I'm playing Willow, who doesn't know that she's been blessed by an easy setting. And so she's doing what she thinks is best because it's what she has been taught. Also, if Ambrose doesn't happen to heal in this episode, this time spent with him will be good if next time we end up being on challenging or accurate, where he may not heal without having spent the time together. Ooh, no! So immediately upon seeing that, Willow is going to leave. She's not even going to take that chance, and she does hear dogs barking in the distance as well. This isn't exactly what she wanted, but she's not about to risk her already sick pup to a predator. To her, that is far more dangerous than any sickness that can be recovered from. Instead, she's going to go strengthen territory and talk to Ambrose, telling him stories about his grandparents and even stories about Seraph, the white wolf that her father spoke so dearly of. A wolf that she also considers a grandmother, even if they aren't blood related. Willow has strengthened this really low hex and she sees the river down below. She's going to check to make sure it isn't going too fast, and she's going to try and bathe little Ambrose in the river. She sees this little small part right here, and she's going to put him down and drink. And Ambrose is terrified and runs away. She's going to check and see if there's a shallower part. Perfect, right here. Oh, little Ambrose doesn't like this at all. However, now Willow feels herself getting a little drained. Carrying a pup around everywhere takes a lot of energy, and she is a little bit hungry. So she's going to try and carry little Ambrose back to the den. And here we are. Aww. Barrow's by himself and all the other pups are sleeping together. That's so odd. Well, she drops Ambrose off, lets Amor know that she's leaving, but he wants one little kiss goodbye. Aww. He's such a good mate. He listens to her on the condition that she gives a little bit of affection. She won't be too far this time. She wants to keep a close eye on Ambrose if she can. And so she'll sleep on this rock, kind of overlooking the hillside while she rests. It looks as though Moon has also fallen ill. The sickness that Ambrose has been given to Moon. Willow is still in control and she's scared. Amor is calling her once again, and she's coming back, knowing that something else has gone wrong. So now Willow's gonna make a very strange call. She's wondering if maybe they need fresher food, and so she's gonna go out on a hunt with Amor. She knows the pups probably need to be with her, but she also knows that fresh food seemed to help the pups and her siblings when she was really young. And so it is time to hunt. And it seems like elk are nearby. She's being blessed once again by the goddesses. Even if she still isn't sure she believes, she's hoping that her dad was right and that they're showing her some mercy, but she still wonders why. Wow, that is a whole bunch of bull elk. I don't know if we want to do that, actually. Well, we might. Oh my gosh, this is a low one. Ow. Oh, that actually kind of hurt. Oh, okay. Amor is a little injured. He's going in. He doesn't care. His injury's not stopping him. Willow's backing him up. They've taken it down. Let's go. I felt like a football announcer for a second. That was so easy and so close to the den. Goodness, these two are lucky. Oh, until a predator shows up. Of course, it's a cougar. Willow doesn't really mind. They've marked it. The cougar can't eat the whole thing by itself. So she's gonna leave it be. But her itching has really gotten to her. And she does remember from the past that when pups were sick, sometimes they would switch dens. And so now she's gonna try that too. It isn't too far from the den she's currently at. So she's gonna fill them up, top them off, and we're gonna move today. It's also a little closer to the south, which is a bit farther away from the other packs that could be encroaching on them. She knows how Crevice Lake had tormented her father. And she's heard stories of Aspen and even of Dawn briefly before she went off on her own. And it is moving day! Time to go! Willow's gonna pick up Ambrose and hopes that Amor will help by picking up Moon, but she knows she may have to alternate. We will be going to the south. Kylo has the pyrite! Kylo was like, no, we're bringing this. Oh my gosh. Kylo has always had the pyrite, it seems. Looks like it's gonna be a little bit of a collector. And poor Willow hasn't really been able to collect much else, but I think she'd like to. I know for certain Spirit Willow would like to do that. Oh no, Moon has fallen so far behind. Time to go get him. Suddenly, Willow remembers a den that she actually almost forgot about, but it's a tree den that overlooks the lake. And she loves the view, and so she's going to take them there instead. She's very, very close to it now, and so she's looking around just to make sure no predators are approaching before she pulls the pups out once again for the final stretch. And here we are! I love this den so much, I almost forgot about it, and then I remembered the view. And this will be the new Lakeview Den! Here we go. And now the pups are surely exhausted. She will tuck them in the den before she goes off to find herself a place to sleep for the night. Amor will stay here with the pups while they get used to their new den. And she will go down and look at the strange buildings that humans have left behind. She doesn't know much about the humans, and she's not sure she cares to know. But the view is interesting. It's now the middle of the night. Ambrose has healed, but Willow doesn't know because Spirit Willow is now in control. And she wants to explore. She sees the strange houses down by the lake and she wants to go look at them, smell what she can smell, discover what is out there. So much smell, similar to the things that her dad brought home to her, and she's just running. Amor is howling in the background, calling for Willow to come back. And Spirit Willow recognizes the sound, but now she's out and she's free and she doesn't want to come back. She wants to explore this city a little bit more. It smells so much like the things that her father brought back, and she just really, really wants to feel close to her dad again. And she caught a rabbit. She's so excited about that rabbit. She caught her very own rabbit. And she's gonna play and pounce on it and roll in it. She feels accomplished, like she could be a grown-up too. And so she's not gonna listen to Amor. Right now, she thinks she can take care of herself and she is running free. What's this? So Willow has found herself in a strange house. The door is open and the wind is whipping this strange thing on the wall. There's noise that she doesn't recognize. This is so cool. So Willow wouldn't understand anything of what this says, but it looks like it was an invitation to a reception for a couple that eloped. I wonder if we can match up that date with the date that everybody evacuated to see if it ever actually happened. A kid's room with a wheelchair. Aw, this child loved horses. But I wonder if they were disabled and they couldn't take the wheelchair with them for some reason. So many stories. Pizza boxes stacked up. Space wolves? What? Space wolves in space, starring Alphas Megumi? Space wolf is best wolf? And now Willow sits on the bed of a human child that used to live here, looking out the window, sniffing and smelling these things that seem so familiar. The smell kind of consumes her and she sleeps. But that is all for this episode as I get the achievement sleep and 3 human beds. I did it! And also Moon has recovered. Both of the pups have recovered while our spirit Willow is in control, thank goodness. But as she awakens, she's still in control. But we'll have to see what happens in the next episode. I hope y'all liked this one and getting to explore a little bit of Lost River in the end. If you did, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notified of when I post WolfQuest videos and other videos, as well as ClanGen and hopefully Minecraft coming back soon. I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week for more of Willow from the Haunted One in WolfQuest. Bye!